Friends, from today onwards we will be starting the English classes. First we will go with idioms and phrases, and phrases, because it is one of the important in EPFO examinations, as there will be 3 to 4 questions directly from this. So it is important for us to cover this, and today we will be covering 26 idioms on English. Okay, so let's begin. This is the section A of idioms and phrases. If you want the PDF of this, you can join the Telegram channel. The link will be provided in the descriptions. This is section A. The first one is at one's wit's end. What is at one's wit's end? It is nothing but perplexed. The meaning is perplexed. What is meaning of perplexed? It is nothing but completely baffled or very puzzled. That means you are in confusing mind. Your mind is confusing. You are unable to make the decision, or you are very much intended to know what is the cause. So we can see the example with example. Sohan was at his wit's end to find that his younger brother has taken poison. That means Sohan is at his wit's end. That means he is eager. He is eager to know whether his younger brother has taken poison or not, because he wants to protect his brother. Therefore, Sohan was at his wit's end to find that his younger brother has taken poison. Next, the second idiom is at one's fingertips. At one fingertips. That means he has complete knowledge, or he or she has complete knowledge. This is the meaning of at one's fingertips. Example, all the rules of synthesis are at his fingertips. That means the rules that are mentioned for synthesis, he has the complete knowledge on this synthesis. This is nothing but at one's fingertips. That is complete knowledge. All the rules of synthesis are at his fingertips. Next, the third. At the spur of the moment, SPUR, at the spur of the moment. That means without delay. The meaning of this phrase or idiom is without delay, at the spur of the moment. We can see the example. In an interview, we must reply. In an interview, we must reply at the spur of the moment. That means if at all they ask the question, you should reply without any delay. With a sudden splash of time, you should answer the questions. This is nothing but in an interview, we must reply at the spur of the moment. Next, the fourth. All in all. This means all in all. This means most important. Okay. All in all, the meaning is most important. We can see the example. As he was the only son in big family, he was all in his home. That means he was the most important in his home, because he was the only son. He was the only son. Okay, hope you understood. All in all is nothing but most important. Then fifth, at the close quarters. That means close examinations. We can see the example. This is a real life example of all the students. Many of my friends proved selfish at the close quarters. That means as the internals or IA exam appeared near, all my friends become selfish. This is nothing but all in at close quarters. At close quarters, close examinations. Then sixth one, apple pie order. Apple pie order, that means in perfect order. We can see the example, apple pie order. On the eve of inspection, that means if you are working in an organization and there is going to be inspection, then everything was kept in apple pie order. That means all the files, all the accounting books and all are kept in apple pie order. Then seventh one, above board. Above board. What is the meaning of this above board? It is nothing but honest and straightforward. Always we see that person is very honest and straightforward. We can use a single word, above board. ABOVEBOARD. We can see the example. He is known for his above board conduct. That means he is known for his straightforward and honest conduct. Above board. Next, eighth one, above all. That means before everything else. Of course, we use this in most of the sentences. Above all, that is before everything else. Above all, he is blunt and daredevil. This is important. Above all, that means before everything else, he is blunt and devil. Why this is said? Because see, he may be very intelligent or he may be brilliant, but he is also blunt as well as daredevil. That's why before everything else, that is before intelligence and brilliancy, he is blunt and daredevil. This is simple meaning of above all. Above all is nothing but before everything else. So, if you know the meaning of what is blunt, do mention in the comment section. Let's see who can answer this question. What is the meaning of blunt? B-L-U-N-T. Next, ninth one. As fit as fiddle. As fit as fiddle. That is strong and healthy. What is the meaning of as fit as fiddle? It is strong and healthy. He has recovered from illness and now he is as fit as fiddle. That means he was suffering from illness, now he has recovered, therefore he is strong and healthy. And it is used as fit as fiddle. Next, the 10th one. At the random. At the random. Of course, everyone know what is random. It is aimlessly. Now we can see the example. The militants fired at the random. At random. Militants fired at random. That is without any aim. They don't want to kill a particular person, but they fired. That means they are aimlessly firing. Militants fired at random, killing a lot of innocent persons. Next, 11th. At loose end. What is at loose end? What is the meaning of this at loose end? It is unoccupied or ideal. It is unoccupied or ideal. Now we can see the example. Nowadays, he is at loose end. That is, he is unoccupied as well as he is sitting idle. Nowadays, he is at loose end because he has wound up his business. That means he has wind up his business. That is, he has closed his business. Okay, that's why he is at loose end. That means he is unoccupied as well as idle. He is unoccupied as well as idle. Next, we can see the 12th one. At loggerheads. What is the meaning of at loggerheads? It is nothing but be at strife. Be at strife. What is strife? It is nothing but fight. Strife meaning is fight or involve in violent actions. Involve in violent actions. Be at fight or be involved in violent action is the meaning of strife. Now we can see the example of at loggerheads. At loggerheads. The partners of our firm are at loggerheads. Logger, at loggerheads these days. That means they are at violent actions with us, or they are fighting with us, Okay, hope you understood this simple meaning at loggerheads. Next, 13. At odds. At odds. That is in dispute. It can be a synonym of this strife. Okay, at odds is nothing but in dispute. We can see the example. The members of the group were at odds. That means they were at disputes over the selection procedure. Right. The members of the groups were at the dispute or were in dispute. That is nothing but were at odds. ODDS over the selection procedure. Next, 14th. An apple of discord. An apple of discord. What is the meaning of this? An apple of discord? It is cause of quarrel. Cause of quarrel. It is nothing but again involved in fight. Simple meaning is involved in fight. The cause of quarrel. Quarrel is fight. But what is cause? That means what has led to this fight. Okay, that is nothing but cause of quarrel. And an idiom is an apple of discord. Ancestral property is an apple of discord between two sisters. That means the two sisters are fighting over ancestral property that it belongs to them. And the case is pending in court. This is simple meaning. An apple of discord. That is, ancestral property is an apple of discord between two sisters. Next, 15th. At cross purpose. What is the meaning of at cross purpose? Have conflicting intentions. That means they have conflicting intentions. We can see the example so that it will be very clear for us what is the meaning of at cross purpose. How can there be a peace in their family when husband and wife are at cross purpose? That means they both have their conflicting intentions. That means the husband wishes something else and the wife wishes something else, and therefore the intention is different and there will be conflict between wife and husband. Therefore the family cannot be in peace. This is the simple meaning. The item is at cross purpose. Then 16th, after one's own heart. What is it? After one's own heart is nothing but at one's liking. That is, I am liking someone. This can be mentioned in after one's own heart idiom. When Deepa met a man after her own heart, she got married to him. Okay, when Deepa met a man after her own heart, she got married to him. That means Deepa, after meeting a man, he liked her and therefore she got married. 17th, at the bottom of what it is, the meaning is to be mainly responsible for. At the bottom of the meaning is to be mainly responsible for. We can see example. It was found later that Shanu was at the bottom of the whole trouble. That means the whatever trouble has happened, the Shanu is the main cause. That means he is directing the people to get into trouble. Okay, therefore Shanu was at the bottom of the whole trouble. Next, 18th, at a loss. The meaning of it at a loss is to be unable to decide. That means he is unable to decide. I am at a loss to know what to do. That means I am unable to decide what exactly to do further. This is the meaning of Adam at a loss. Then 19th one, at daggers drawn. At daggers drawn. This is very important. At daggers drawn. What is the meaning of at daggers drawn? It is to have bitter enmity. That means to have a conflicting decisions, conflicting intentions, or to have dushmani. Enmity is nothing but dushman in Hindi. Okay. At daggers drawn, we can see the example. The quarrel between the two brothers has grown more bitter now, and they are at daggers drawn. That means they are at dushmani. Simple meaning in Hindi, it is दुश्मन. दोनों भाई भाई अब दुश्मन हो चुके हैं. Simple meaning of this, at daggers drawn. Now 20th, at large. What is the meaning of at large? That is abscond or to keep unchained. That means not to tie with a chain. Not to tie with a chain. We can see the example, it will be very clear. People keep their dogs at large at night. That means they keep unchained. They keep unchained their dogs at night. Why? Because if at all thief enter the home, then the dog can chase that thief. The 21st, at sea. What is meaning of at sea? That is applied to a person who is confused. Okay. The simple example is, my sister is quite at sea in maths. That means she is very confused. The person who is very confused, that is at sea in maths. She cannot solve even a single problem. Why? Because she is confused. This is the simple meaning of at sea. Then 22nd, add fuel to flame or fire. Okay, the very commonly used phrase or idiom, add fuel to flame or fire, that is आग में घी मत छिड़कना. आग में घी मत छिड़कना. That means don't put butter or ghee in the burning fire. Why? Because it will burn more. You can see the meaning, that is to make matter worse. To make matter worse. The attempt to suppress the agitation of the strikers only added fuel to the flame. That means there was an attempt to suppress the agitation of the strikers, but it added fuel to the flame. This is the simple meaning. Just a minute. Next, we can see the 23rd one, at sixes and sevens. What is the meaning of at sixes and sevens? It is nothing but in disorder. There is no proper order. Okay, it is at disorder. What is example? There was a robbery in our neighborhood last night, and when I entered the house to inquire, everything was at sixes and sevens. That means everything was at disorder. सब जगह चल्ला पिल्ली हो चुकी थी. Why? Because the thieves have stolen everything and they have thrown all the pieces here and there. Next, 24th, assume heirs. A-I-R-S, heirs. What is the meaning of assume heirs? To pretend superiority. The rich in the habits of assuming heirs in the presence of their poor relations. That means the rich persons will always try to pretend that they are superior to the poor relations. Why? Because they are rich. Next, 25th, argues eyed. Meaning is careful and observant. As a politician, he is argues eyed and never overlooks even a small matter. Argues eyed is nothing but he is careful or he is observant, As a politician, he is organized and never overlooks even a small matter. That means if he is a politician and he always looks into even a small matter and takes the action on it. Okay. Then today's last item or phrase is at a stone's throw. Very close. My friend's house is at stone's throw from mine. That means my friend's house is very near to my house. Okay. These were the 26 items or phrases that we need to cover, and we have covered it. We have already started a general principle of accounting as well as political science from Laxmikanth and social security for EPFO examinations. Okay. You can watch these videos. The playlist will be is provided on the YouTube. If you want the PDF of this file, you can join the Telegram channel. The link will be provided in descriptions, and also answer the question that has been asked in this video. That is, what is the meaning of blunt? What is the meaning of blunt? Do share the video, and if you are new to this YouTube channel, do subscribe. And if you liked the video, please give a thumbs up. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned. Bye.